Welcome to the Garage USA. I'm Jonathan Brinke, and today I'm going to check out some abandoned Saturn dealerships. Thanks for joining me. Just a quick rundown on Saturn. They were a division of General Motors, touted as a different kind of car company. Initial production started in 1990 for the 91 model year. Initially they came out with a sedan and a two-door coupe, and then later added a station wagon. GM did use the brand to distribute the EV1, which was their electric car project or experiment. I don't know whether it was successful or not. People have different opinions on that. However, after that, Saturn just kind of became another brand, just using the badge engineering and selling the same vehicles as any other GM division. So they kind of lost their uniqueness. I think their best sales year was in 94. I'll have to double check on that. And you know, I knew people that owned Saturns. I was never really a huge fan of the car. The only one that I did like was the Saturn Sky, and that was their two-seater convertible. And I actually think that GM got that wrong. I think the Saturn Sky should have been a Pontiac, and I think the Pontiac Solstice should have been a Saturn. I think that the Sky had more of an aggressive styling, and those straight line edges on it just looked sportier, and it actually looks more like a Pontiac Tempest. You know, I don't know what the Solstice, there's nothing really comparable style-wise to the Solstice. So, yeah, I just think they got that wrong. But needless to say, both divisions, Pontiac and Saturn, are now defunct. Most of the Saturn dealers where I live in Minnesota were changed over to a different brand. So the Saturn of Bloomington is now a Kia dealer. Saturn of St. Paul, I believe they are now a Mitsubishi dealer. And then there are other ones, I just can't remember the other locations. But pretty sure that all of the ones in Minnesota were converted to other dealerships. So it's kind of unique that there are these Saturn dealers in Illinois that are just straight up abandoned dealers. These were part of the Bob Rohrman Auto Group, and so there are 3 that I'm aware of, and so that's what we are doing right now. Is we're going to go out, we're going to check out the one in Gurney, then there's one in Libertyville, and there's also one in Buffalo Grove. So we're going to go to those 3 and check them out. Alright, so we're coming up on it here. Getting a little bit of rain, but I'm going to pull up in here, and it is the Saturn dealership in Gurney. So let's go take a look around. Alright, so here's the showroom. I don't know if you can see through the glass or not, but it's completely empty in there. We'll walk around the building. So yeah, that would be the showroom over here. We've got the main entrance here. And then over there is the service area. It says member of the Bob Rohrman Auto Group, and that would have been Saturn of Gurney. So we've got the service reception and the oil change. Looks like someone busted out a window here in the door. You can see anything in there. Probably just a reflection of the mall behind me. But yeah, there's an oil change pit. It's pretty overgrown here too. There's the used cars from Saturn sign. And then there's the rest of the building here. And we are starting to get some rain, so I'm going to head back to my car. What remains of the little lion sculpture that used to be here. Alright, so this is Saturn of Gurney. Looks like they had some cobblestone parking up here. That is all getting overgrown. I'm just going to drive around to the back side of the building here. Looks like they've got some ladders and stuff inside, so might be doing some work on the building. There's more of the parking lot. Service doors. Car wash. Looks like someone's been in there. And so there you go. That is Saturn of Gurney. So now we're going to head off to Libertyville and take a look at that one. So here is Saturn of Libertyville. It is between a Toyota dealer and a Mazda dealer, and a small empty building there. So, looks like it actually says Libertyville Toyota on the door. Active car dealers over here. We got a Mazda dealer and a Toyota dealer. And there we go. It looks like it was actually Libertyville Toyota after it was a Saturn dealer. And they are no longer here either. Well, they're actually next door. Yeah, you can see where it used to say Saturn up there in the middle. So there's people back there, so I'm not going to wander back there. Well, there we go. So yeah, that is Saturn of Libertyville. Again, just another abandoned Saturn dealership. No signage left on it other than the Toyota signage, which it appears to have been used as a Toyota dealership after being a Saturn dealer, but Toyota has now moved over there. So now we will head off to that last abandoned Saturn dealership, and that is Saturn of Arlington in Buffalo Grove. And here we are at the final Saturn dealership. There's the sign. It just says that it is Saturn of Arlington. But yeah, let's go take a look around. Said Saturn of Arlington. And then over here it says Buffalo Grove. Then here is the main entrance, and it does say no trespassing. I do not enter these buildings, especially being alone, because obviously you don't want to get injured, you don't want to get locked in, you don't want to get in any trouble out here, but here it is. And there's the showroom. The showroom. And it looks like it's been broken into before. It's too bad. There's all the service area back here, so I'm gonna drive around and take a look behind the building. looks like that window was busted out, so people are getting in this building. Again, that's too bad, but not something that I would do. I'm not going to break into a building just to take a look around. So yeah, just some interesting buildings. Again, these are, you know, Minnesota, they've converted them all over into other dealerships. I don't know about other states if there are other just straight up abandoned Saturn dealerships, but kind of cool. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, give it a like, share, comment, and subscribe. I'd like to thank you for watching The Garage USA. I'm Jonathan Brinke, and I'll see you next time. Can I get a Super Dog and a large Coke?
Yeah, everything including hot peppers on your Super Dog?
Yes.